Hey Most Amazing Top 10 family, I'm your host Jay Durain and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I've never been to a courthouse and hopefully I never will have the urge to break the law and then get caught and sent to court. Or if I do, at least I'll be very sneaky about it so no one finds out. But some people have not only been to court, but their souls have decided to make the courtroom their eternal resting place, and that's why I'm bringing you today's list of top 10 scary haunted courtrooms. As always, I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, stick around for the whole list because I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts, which you guys love so much. If you want me to shout out your pet, you can hit me up on Instagram. If anyone at home wants some more Most Amazing Top 10 content, check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We are starting to do Facebook exclusive content. If any of you at home want some merch, check out the link below and use the offer code MA10. That will give you $5 off, which means you can grab a shirt for only $10. That's a sweet deal. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. At number 10, we have the Peel County Historic Courtroom. We are going to start off this video with a Canadian city. Let's head right over to Brampton, Ontario. This monument is a piece of Canadian history and has been an attraction for Canadian historians who want to get a piece of early 20th century life. The courthouse is closed down now, but during its run it was a spot for 3 separate hangings. That would have been a wild way to go. You commit a crime and then the whole town shows up to watch you get hanged? Like even the kids are there? It's specifically the hanging of Gordon Matthews that catches people's attention. He was hung for murdering his wife, and some people have said that they've seen old Gordy walking through the halls. There have been reports of a weeping man or screams coming from the empty courtroom. Well, that's what you get for killing your wife, dude. Maybe if you were a better person, you would be haunting a movie theater instead, and you get to watch all the movies for free. At number 9, we have the Lincoln Courtroom in Maine, USA. I'm going to start this one off by showing you a picture of this place. Are you serious? That looks like the spookiest place of all time. If someone was like, you have to spend one night in there and you get $1 million, I would be like, no thanks, I'll go sleep in my basement apartment for the rest of my life, I'm fine with that. This place was built in 1825 and a ton of executions have taken place there. Different attorneys have said that they've seen something that is definitely not human walking up and down the halls. They describe it as a shadow that can move through doors. At number 8, we have the Henry County Courtroom in Louisville, Kentucky. This courtroom is still used to this day, and the history spans back over 150 years, so it's no surprise that this place has picked up some ghosts along the way. There have been a ton of paranormal happenings going on here. People hear doors opening and closing, sometimes security guards will chase after footsteps and find nobody there, and there have even been voices recorded in the empty courtroom. Most supernatural activity come from the several deaths that have taken place on the property, the most gruesome being a 14-year-old girl who was hanged there. It was way back in the 19th century, so I'm assuming that they thought she was a witch or something. This place has freaked out so many people that a team of paranormal investigators went to see what they could find, and they managed to catch a videotape of an orb floating through the air, which is Ghost Activity 101. At number 7, we have the Grimes County Courtroom in Texas. This is the place where one of the famous members of the Burroughs gang was sentenced to death, after which he put a curse on the place. Apparently since then there has been a dark energy associated with the location. I never understood how you were allowed to put a curse on a place if you were already the bad guy. The people who are putting you on trial are getting revenge on you because you're a gang member who was terrorizing the town. You don't get to get revenge on revenge. That doesn't make any sense. But even though this courtroom is located in a town that is so small it is technically a village, it was spooky enough to get some paranormal investigators to come through. They confirmed that this place is haunted by some sort of energy, and even one of the judges who works there said that they've seen several strange happenings that she could not explain. At number 6, we have the second courthouse in Niagara Falls. There is so much stuff to check out when you go to Niagara Falls. You could go to the falls, then you could go gambling, and then, I honestly don't know, I've never been there, but I'm sure there's other things to do. But apparently there's also a haunted courtroom. The famous paranormal story about this place is one night a cleaning lady had to stay late. She was cleaning the courtroom, and then one of the light fixtures on the ceiling started to sway back and forth. It kept swinging more and more violently until it eventually flew off the ceiling and smashed on the ground. This scared the poor woman and she ran out. Now, is this a real story or is this just a fun tale to tell tourists so they come and spend their money there? Either way, I'm in. At number 5, we have the Otero County Courtroom in New Mexico. Now we are going over to America, baby! The ghosts in this courtroom have been tormenting people in and outside of the building. One of the maintenance workers there said that they've seen things fly off the tables, doors open and close on their own, and sometimes these doors will slam violently. and surveillance cameras have caught a ghostly figure walking up and down the halls. It's unsure how exactly the spectral spirits are related to this building, but some people think it could be the ghost of a man who committed suicide on the property back in the 1970s. At number 4 we have the Wayne County Courtroom in Ohio. This place has been tormented by the spirit known as the Lady in Pink. More than one employee has said that they've seen the ghostly figure in pink walking throughout the building and up and down the hallways. She has been seen both at night and during the day and was tormenting one of the maintenance workers so often that he quit. There's apparently footage of this Lady in Pink and I dug all around for it, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So if any of you can find footage of the Wayne County Lady in Pink, please leave it in the comments. At number 3 we have the Desha County Courtroom in Arkansas. This place's ghost is so famous that they actually gave him a name. Willard has been walking around the halls of this place for decades. I wonder if that's his actual name or if that's just a name that somebody gave to him one day. They were like, "Hey, what's up, Willard?" And he's like, "My name's not Willard, it's Alfonso. Stop calling me that." And to top off Willard, there's also a curse on the clock tower located on the courthouse grounds. When a man was set to be hanged after he had burned down a bunch of hotels, he put a curse on the land and the clock tower stopped working. A maintenance worker said that the clock tower doesn't work because it just needs some repairs, but it's pretty interesting that it stopped working just as someone put a curse on it. At number 2 we have the Nueces County Courtroom in Texas. This place has been closed down since 1977, but still stands as a terrifying monument to the people who were killed there and their souls who refused to leave. There were a ton of hangings at the courthouse and they had an indoor gallows. Could you imagine looking out your cell window and being like, "Well, it's raining today, I guess they can't hang me today," and then the guard's like, "We live in Texas, baby, we hang you indoors, come on, it's sold out." While this place was still open, the kitchen staff would constantly complain about things moving on their own, cold spots, voices, and even burners getting blown out all by themselves. Now if you walk past the building, you can see ghostly faces in the window looking back at you. Some people think that they are spirits who so badly want to be freed from the prison, and other people think they are a warning telling you not to go in. At number 1 we have the Frontenac County Courtroom in Kingston, Ontario. This place used to be the most popular spot in town to go watch a man get hung, and I'm not exaggerating. There would be days there'd be so many people who showed up that they would have to bring out benches for extra seating. If I was ever hung, I would just want it to be a sold out hanging, like I want to be that popular. After the prisoners met their fate at the gallows, they would be buried right on the courthouse grounds. So it's no surprise that a few spirits decided to pop up. When the courthouse was updated and they went to put in a fancy new parking lot, they wanted to move all the bodies to a real cemetery. But most of the hangings took place in the 1800s, so the documents were a little sparse, so they couldn't find all the bodies. Now ghostly figures have been seen all around the courtroom and the courthouse, the most popular being an old man with a noose around his neck. Alright everyone, that is our list, and now it's time to do some pet shoutouts. Remember, if you want me to shout out your pet, you can hit me up on Instagram. I pick new pets every day, so if you don't get picked one day, you can message again another day. Also, if it takes me a little time to get back to, I am very sorry. I got a ton of these to do, but I appreciate all you guys reaching out. I love when the fans interact. First, we got Mona's dog, Misty. I love when people send me headshot quality pictures of their dog. It makes them look famous. Another fan sent in a picture of her puppy Huncho. He's just a puppy. I'm so jealous to get to hang out with a puppy all day. Elizabeth sent in a picture of her poodle family. You got Gimli, Pippin, and Legolas. Lord of the Rings is legendary. All these puppers have great names. I love your fandom. Robin wants a shout out for her dog Aurora. This is one of the cutest pictures of a dog I've ever seen. I love every second of this. And finally, Kylie sent in a picture of her dog Cash. Look at him all snuggle up there. What a cute guy. I love it. Alright everyone, that is our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. If you want some more most amazing content, check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We are doing Facebook exclusive content. If you want merch, check out the link below. Use the offer code MA10 for $5 off. And until next time, I've been Shaderana, and hopefully I never end up in court.